Hey and welcome to the MX5 guide on Oulton Park International in iRacing. As always, you can practice against my ghost car, you can find the lap files on the community Discord and the telemetry on Garage61. Both are linked in the description down below. Like the link to the playlist which features all MX5 guides on my channel. Position the car on the left edge of the track and use the end of the banner on the left side as marker for braking. You want to give the brakes a medium touch and shift down into third gear. We are heading onto a straight, so make sure that you are back on the throttle before you reach the curb to maximize your exit speed. Otherwise you will lose time all the way down to the next braking zone. Approach the next turn on the right edge of the track and look out for the dip that's right ahead of us. The moment when the nose of the car dips down is the moment when you want to hit the brakes and shift down into third gear. There's a second drop which I'm driving into right now, and this second drop is your marker for acceleration. You want to slam the throttle down as you drive into it and push the car towards the inside curb. You should be a bit careful around here and don't attack the slightly raised part of the curb which is coming up. I'm driving right over it, but you will see that it unsettles the car quite a lot, which can be a bit dicey in the race. Approach the next turn on the right edge of the track and use the cones on the right as marker. You want to lift when you reach the last one and aim for a smooth line through the turn. It's not a full lift, as you can see I maintained about 20% of pressure, and once you reach the end of the curb on the left side, then you want to step on it again, go flat out and push the car towards the left edge of the track. When you look closely, then you notice that there's a slight kink in the white line right ahead of us, which I'm using as marker for the next turn. You want to go hard on the brakes when you reach it and shift all the way down into first gear. I've just used two little tricks which give you an easier time around this hairpin. Number one, and if you follow my channel then you probably already know it, it's a manual blip into first gear. When you hit the throttle right at the moment you are shifting down into first gear, then you get a bit more control over the car, which gives an easier time into the turn. And the second thing which you can see here is a little bit of initial throttle input. Now, due to the nature of the turn, because it's banked and because you enter it with a lot of speed, you will sometimes feel that the rear wants to get loose and that it doesn't really want to follow the car. This tiny bit of throttle input solves this issue because it adds more grip to the rear and allows you to hit a more aggressive exit. For the next turn I'm using those faint dirt marks on the track as marker for braking. You want to go hard on the brakes when you reach them and shift down into second gear. The exit of the chicane can sometimes feel a bit random, but there's a trick which gives you full control in every single lap. When you enter the chicane, then you don't want to drive with your left wheels beyond the inside curb. They will lose grip, it will take a few split seconds before it's back, but then it's already too late. Instead, you want to stay with your left wheels on the curb, never lose control and use the grip to turn the car around the second turn of the chicane. We are heading onto a long straight again, so make sure you attack the throttle to maximize your exit speed. Position the car on the left edge of the track and hit the brakes at the halfway point between the 50 and 100 meter boards. You want to go hard on the brakes and shift down into second gear. Aim for a tight line around the first barrier and give the throttle a soft touch to push the car a bit further to the right and give you a better angle into the second turn. Be patient, wait for the car to turn, and once you reach the second barrier you want to get back on the throttle again and push the car to the left edge of the track. Push the car to the left edge of the track, and once you reach the small crest you want to lift and turn the car as you drive over it. Be a bit careful when you apply the throttle again and listen to the car. Sometimes it can become a bit loose when you are too aggressive with your inputs. My marker for the next turn is this tree on the left. I position the car on the left edge of the track, give the brakes a soft touch when I reach the tree and aim for a smooth line into the turn. Aim for a tight line around both inside curbs, and when you reach the first inside curb then you want to shift down into third gear as you step on the throttle. It's basically like a manual blip, with the difference that you never let go from the throttle again. The upcoming soft kink in the white line on the left side of the track is the last marker for braking. You want to go hard on the brakes when you reach it and aim for a smooth entry. And in the last turn you don't want to be too aggressive over the curb. If you drive beyond the edge into the grass right around here, then you will receive an incident point, which can be a bit tricky in the race, so be careful. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I wish you all the best for the next weekend. See you next time!